My Holy Fit Ender, Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, so basically I wanted to have this clip in both my Stay Fit and 2x4 parts, and took a trip down there to film it for each, and neither one worked out. The first time I went to this spot, we saw it one night and then went back the next day to try to film it and got kicked out. Never had a chance to go back. Then we were down there on a 2x4 trip, same deal, all set up, ready to try it, and got kicked out again. And then finally we did a fit trip down there for Holy Fit. So this is my third visit there. When we get there and it just starts downpouring, and I'm like, man, this thing just wasn't meant to be, was it? And so then Stu makes us go to Whole Foods, of course, and we kind of kill some time there. And then the sun just like comes out. So we're like, all right, this is our chance. So we go back. I jumped on the up rail part a couple times to feel it out. And I look inside the building and there's a guy just staring at us, and I'm like, oh man, not again. So I'm like, I gotta go, I just gotta go for it now. It's just one of those ones where you didn't want to waste time. You had the guy staring at you. I think he was even on his phone. You had puddles kind of in the way, but no time to clean them up. And it's just one of those things where if you want this, you gotta just go for it now, or it's not gonna happen, because those high pressure situations, if you dilly-dally, you're just gonna get kicked out and you're not gonna get to do what you wanna do, and then you're gonna be frustrated for an entire trip. So I look and Stu's ready, Z's ready, so I'm just like, here we come, and it just worked perfect first try. Actually worked better than I ever could have hoped. There's like a little bank right at the end, and the goal was to get into that, but I would have took it however it came to me. But when I pulled off, you know, your pegs just hit, and sometimes on overgrinds it tends to want to peel you off like that anyway. So I just peeled right off into the bank and just rode away perfect. It was kind of the plan, but also a little lucky. That setup was just insanely unique anyway. It's one of those things that's perfectly scary. Everything lines up just right, but it's still big and you still gotta commit. But it's so good you can't pass it up. You can't find an excuse. You're like, I always look for an excuse, you know, but like, it's one of those setups where you just can't find one. You're like, this is perfect, and the only reason for me not to do this is that I'm wussing out, and I can't live with that. So it's like, you have to go back until you can get it done. And we did, and couldn't have been more happy to get that one done. And bike throws, high fives, and celebratory beers. That's it. Growing up, seeing guys like Rooftop riding ditches in Southern California in the videos is pretty rad to meet up with them at a full pipe, and got some carbs in. Just hanging out in a filthy full pipe looked more like a haunted house when you walk through it.